Hello, everyone. Welcome to another series of these technical streams here at Global Hack Week, featuring AI and ML Week. I hope everyone's doing great. I know we saw each other just I think it was 2 hours ago. I know it's not a long time. Still, we are back for the part two of creating our AI chatbot on Streamlit, now with more advanced topics, but still beginner friendly for first time hackers. I actually forgot to send the check-in link, so let me do that now. So you can all check in into this session and get your points for the weekend. Why is my keyboard in another language? That's so weird. Huh. All right, let me send you the link so you can check in for this session. This is the part two. I'm not expecting that everyone that joins follows along. I will try to do my best, so we actually engaged and continue working in our application. And I will also do a brief recap on what we were doing just a few hours ago on the part one of the stream. But first, remember to check in. That is very important for you to get the points. And remember that if you have any questions or comments, you can always drop them on the chat as well. At least for the last stream, I gave kind of I wouldn't say long, because I have given longer presentations on concepts. It was like a 30-minute presentation on RAG and AI chatbots and how do they interact with vector databases such as Pinecone. It was like a 30-minute explanation on that, and then we and as decision from the chat um, decided to build the simple version of the AI chatbot. Most of us were able to run that. Some of them were also having some issues that I hope are resolved by now. And finally, we were able to deploy our application on Streamlit, which is the one that I will share. I actually closed the tab. So let me find the GitHub repository where you can find all of the valuable content that we are explaining during the live session. Because, I always like to have a set of slides, with the technical content, as well as a GitHub repository with the project that we are creating throughout the live stream. So it's a nice combination if you would like to see it that way. So that's the GitHub link where you will find the code that we were working on throughout the last stream. And also in there, you will find the application that we built on Streamlit. I actually was able to deploy this on the Streamlit cloud. It is super simple. It is just a GPT wrapper, but still the UI, it's very nice and you can try it out. And I also shared a GitHub link. I also shared an API key for OpenAI on the chat. I will do that again during this stream as well. But yes, and also let me share screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing, because I was actually entering the page and showing you where the GitHub repository is. So this is the GitHub repository that I shared on the chat, and we will be continuing with the RAG on this stream. And we will also be using, we will be doing image classification with a library called Moondream. This is a super new library, and we will be testing it out. This is actually the first time that I will use it with Streamlit. I have used this before only in Python, but we will test it out on Streamlit to see how to integrate it as well. So before we continue with our project, I will just give a super quick recap on this diagram because right now we will be creating the rack method that will take us like about 35 minutes, because I already did some of the code beforehand for you to integrate more easily, and we can dedicate more time on more valuable stuff during the stream. So, brief recap about what is RAG. So RAG, it's basically to retrieve retrieval augmented generation kind of technique used. If you can see it in a specific way, RAG is kind of like the library that LLMs use in order to perform a more personalized response. So how it works is that the user asks a question, then the question goes through an embedding model. This is basically just converting my question and parsing it into small chunks of data and converting this into numbers, which is an embedding. Then this becomes a dense vector, taking a specific shape. After that, it goes through a similarity search algorithm. There are plenty out there. We will be using, I think I chose, I don't remember if it is cosine similarity or dot product. We will figure out that later. After that, I access my database, and then my database retrieves the matches for the most similar numbers out there to find that correspond to my question. And then these messages are passed on to a prompt, and the LLM crafts that into a nice output message. So we will be doing all of these right now on a Python script, and we will also be integrating that with the nice UI on Streamlit. So if you can see on the GitHub that I shared with you on the chat, there's a link to the Streamlit application. That's just like a simple chatbot, but we would do a similar interface, perhaps a little bit different. Let's see what we can do. So, if there are not any more questions or comments about RAG, I think we are done with the explanation part, and we can continue to the working part. So, let's go to our project. So this is a project that we were creating on the last stream. If you are new here, there's also the GitHub link over there, where you can basically you can clone the repository, or I would encourage you to create your own repository and just copy paste my code if you would like. And also remember that you have to add the secrets file containing your OpenAI key. Yes, Sarag, very exciting. Where is your cat? I saw him in last hackathon. Oh, it's not a cat. It's a dog, and she's actually sleeping right now. If she's like right behind me. If she wakes up, which she will, I will show her in the camera. Oh, very nice that you remember that. Yeah, she's like profoundly asleep. I think she was snoring like a while ago. That's so jealous of her that she looks like so comfy sleeping with her plushie, and it looks very cute. But yes, when she wakes up, I will show her and present it to you. Coming back to this, this is basically what we were working on last stream, and I have a question. Can you please share the OpenAI key? Yes, let me actually share the whole secrets.tom file. There it is. You can use that. Just make sure to create a file, because this is very important in the future. You will see why. Okay. So for the no worries. So for the rack part, I actually created a Google Colab, so we can all be going through the code, and I will tell you which parts I modified, which parts where did I obtain them from, because it is not 100% my code. I took some examples from Pinecone documentation, LangChain documentation, and I also added some of my own code. So I will guide you through the Google Colab. Let me share with you the link on the chat. Give me a moment. So on this link, you will find the methods to make the RAG. possible. And I would like to go through every specific method and tell you where I obtained that from, or what I actually created for you. If you see this, I know it looks like a lot. It's kind of long. That's why I thought it would not be so worth like writing each line of code like on stream, because probably um I mean, we will get bored if I would just like start typing like all of the code and designing and start searching for things, and we would lose like an hour and a half of the stream trying to design the rack. It's better for me if I just present you with something kind of working, because it still has fixes to do. This code is not ready. We still have some fixes and modifications to do that I would like you to do by yourselves as well. What else? This code, it is still not ready to integrate with Python, so with Streamlit, I'm sorry. So we still have to find a way to add it into our Streamlit platform and make it work. So there's still plenty to do. I think everyone is able to access the code, and you should be able to see it on the link that I shared with you on the chat. So this is the link. It is a short link, mlh.link /rag codes, and you can find it there. So each chunk of code is a different method necessary for running the RAG. And let me walk everyone through this. So as I mentioned, we will be using LangChain. And this specific library is called document loaders, and it's from PDFs, because we will be using PDFs to feed our knowledge base. So all of the information that I will be uploading into Pinecone will be in PDF format. So this method, the only thing that it does is that it reads the file directory and just kind of like divides it into documents in case I have more than one document on my file directory. So in this case, let's imagine I'm calling the function full document, and I want to read my document, and the documents are stored in a file directory called PDFs. So this is a file directory, just to keep in mind, and you will see this when I use this method on the VS Code. I'm not going to be running any of the code on this Google Colab. It is just for visualization purposes, and then I will move on to the VS Code to explain you how it works. So just to keep in mind, this method is only to extract the PDFs from my directory on my VS Code or from my computer, if you would like to see it that way. Then after that, this super long code, I wouldn't spend so much time understanding this. This actually I got it from the Pinecone documentation for chunking PDF information or text information. And this is just basically the process of tokenization, as someone mentioned on the previous streams. And what it does is just basically parsing my documents into smaller chunks of text for my embedding model to understand it simpler and to convert it into embeddings later. So the only thing that it's being done here is dividing the methods in smaller chunks. That's all it is doing. And then in here, I'm just basically calling the chunks and passing on the docs, and then printing the chunks so I can see how they are being parsed. So first, upload PDF directory. Second, divide my PDFs or text into smaller chunks. And then the third step will be actually converting my chunks into embeddings. So this is just basically converting all of the chunks that I already divided previously into embeddings. And if you can see here, we are using an OpenAI model for specific for embeddings. And the model that we will be using is the one that we selected on Pinecone. And I am going to repeat that step in a while when I go back to Pinecone, in case you are new to this stream and you did not attend it last stream. So yes, this is only converting into pine cones, into embeddings, I'm sorry. And then after that, we will basically combine. We will combine the vector and the text both into a single string, and we will generate specific IDs for each small chunk of data. So when I actually upload it into Pinecone, we will see the different IDs for the different chunks of data. And you will be able to visualize that with an example that I will provide further on. And then the last part for the Pinecone thing is to now finally upload the data. So once I already converted into embeddings, I will select the index where I want to upload my data. If you remember, on the last stream, we created an index on Pinecone. This index is the one that we will be using, the one that you created. And after that, we use the observe function to upload my vectors with the metadata into Pinecone. I have a question in here. What is Pinecone? Yes, of course. So Pinecone, as we saw on the last stream, it is a database, a vector database specifically for storing vector embeddings. And embeddings is just basically the numerical representation of a word or a chunk of data. We will go on to see, Pinecone in a second when we finish the explanation of this code, so you can see how all of this data is being modeled in the database. Finally, after uploading the embeddings into Pinecone, we actually make our query. So this part is now the second part of our RAG, which is actually testing the RAG. So in my case, I select a prompt and I prompted what is MLH. And then what this is doing is that it is using my query embeddings in order to get the most similar response. And then finally, I get the answer over here. So this array will contain the answers or the chunks of data where this prompt is being answered on what is MLH. So I will probably get like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 chunks of data where MLH is being explained on the documents that I uploaded. And then after that, after getting my answers of chunks of data, I will pass on these answers to an LLM. Because if you remember, the last part of a RAG system is to generate. So to generate, it means to pass on both the information that I got from my vector search into an LLM. And we do that using an OpenAI model, GPT-4o specifically. And if you can see here, I'm passing on the text content, and the text content is nothing more than the answers. So the answers that I obtain from my query Pinecone index, I will be using them as the content to feed my LLM and craft a better response. So as a prompt for the LLM, I will type, with the given context, provide a better answer to the question, and then I pass on the prompt. And the prompt in this case is, what is MLH? So now this the LLM will give me a response with my customized knowledge base that we fed on earlier, and it will also be in a nice looking format. So probably right now you will be wondering, like, okay, there are many steps in between, such as like the conversion into embeddings, like the uploading the PDF file, then chunking, then we have the embedding processing, then we have the encoding part and the metadata. Then we have the Pinecone querying, and finally we have the response with our query embeddings and the prompt that we want. We want us to get a response to. So it might look a little bit complex at the beginning, but if you try and remember the graph that we saw earlier, so in this case, the question that I am asking on this code, it's over here. What is MLH? So this is a question, and then my embedding model and dense vector. Where does this come from? So those two steps are over here. So this is the embedding model, and this is the dense vector part. So again, this is the embedding model where I am generating my embeddings, and then I'm making that a dense vector because I am also including an ID, the values, and the metadata with the text. And then after that, I'm performing a similarity search, and the similarity search is performed over here. Over here. In here, I'm performing my similarity search on my query pinecone index. And then after that, I'm accessing my database, and my database is pinecone. So in here, I am actually accessing my pinecone index, which is the database that we have already set up. And finally, I'm getting the similar answers, or the similar numbers that match my prompt, which are over here, which are my answers. And then after that, I craft a prompt and pass it on to an LLM. So that is basically this. I craft a prompt and I pass it on to an LLM, which is the text content that has my answers from the RAG querying. And finally, I get my output. And my output will be this, the print completion choices message. Or this, if you would like to see it like this. So, I mean, we went through all the process of this online. And then this is basically it. So let's see how this actually visualizes on my Pinecone database. So I will enter Pinecone again. And you can all access your own Pinecone database as we did on the last stream. I'm going to access the index that I actually created for the code. So this is the one that I am using on the Google Colab. If you can see, RAG PDF MLH. And then over here, let's search for that. There we go. So the index is RAG PDF MLH. There we go. So if we access this index, we will see that the PDF is uploaded here. There we go. So this is the metadata, and in here I'm getting an ID, and I'm also getting the embedding value in here, or well, the score, if you would like to see it like that. So as for context, the PDF that I uploaded into here on the first step, so the PDF that I uploaded here, let me send you that. Let me send you that, and let me stop. I will send you the file. Let me just make a short link for me to share. So you can see the PDF that I uploaded, and you can see why the questions that I'm asking about what is MLH and all of that actually makes sense. So let me show you that document. Just give me a moment. There we go. So this is a document that I uploaded into my RAG system. That's MLH community values, and Major League Hacking believes that every student on the planet should have access to high quality events where they can learn, build, and share their creations. And then I just basically copy pasted some parts on the how do I say, from the organizer guide. Please oh yes, I'm just seeing that. I actually saw it, but I didn't want to make yes, thank you for the heads up. Please share the doc link. Yes, of course. Let me share that with you so you can use that PDF as well and upload it to your racks when we actually test them out. Oh, and someone actually shared where I got the information from. Yes. That's the website though. Yeah, that's true. And if you want to just download the PDF file, you can do that over here. You can do that as well over there. Yep. So you could just download your PDF over here with download PDF. And that's why when I asked what is MLH, I mean, it makes sense because I'm actually using like the organizer guide, at least a part of it. It even has a picture of the cup stacking mini events. So this is the PDF that I'm feeding into my rack, and this is the PDF that it's being parsed on into this index on Pinecone. If you can see in here, it says beginner's track where at least half the team must have be there. First hackathon, make sure to state how many. It's basically the content that it's on the Google Docs that I shared. And the configuration for this, I am using this embedding model that it's called text embedding ADA002 from OpenAI. And then I'm also using the metric. I'm using cosine similarity, which is basically to obtain the similarity in between vectors. There are three different options that you can select in Python. It's cosine, Euclidean, and dot product. As for last stream, we created our own search index, but we can do that again as well, just to so we can remember. Or is it just me that can see it? Yes, I can actually see the comment, but I'm not very sure how to delete it. Yes. I will ask about that for sure because I really don't know how to delete it. How to add the data into Pinecone? Yes, I will show you in a second when we go into the code. But it is basically with this method that we will be copy pasting into our VS Code in a second. I don't see it. Okay, then I think, do I have to write something in the records? Which records do you mean? I don't know which records. All right. So before we start writing our code, I want you all to create your own index because this will actually be important. So let me just delete one so I can create one with you as well. So let me delete this. Oof, this is PDF index 2. Oop. What? PDF index 2. There it is. So I can create a new one with you. So this step is very important because we are basically creating our index for our Pinecone database that we will be needing for our RAG script. I was talking about the data, but you already answered. Oh, okay, then I think I was just getting into that. So can I get a chat check on whether everyone is in this page, or I need to go over again on how to logging into Pinecone and create your account? Kind of like a recap from last stream. So if hackers are already in this page called indexes, can I get a message saying that you are there? And I will give a moment for you to logging into Pinecone or create your account in case you are just new to this stream. And we are actually good in time. So just 30 minutes. Let's see, can you just give me 5 minutes? Yes, of course, I will give a moment. All set. Okay, yes, you were actually on the last stream, so very glad to see that you are back. Awesome. Yes, on indexes, perfect. Let's just give 3 more minutes. Let's see. Yes, on the indexes here. Okay. Let's see. Who are we missing? Okay, I think we are all set. Awesome. So let's continue. So we will create our index and we will click on the create index. I think I clicked too fast over here, create index. And then let's place a name. You can write any name that you want. Just make sure to keep in mind that this will be your index name when we use it later. So for this, I would call it Global Hack Week RAG, AIML. I will call it like this. And then over here, I'm going to select the last embedding model, which is the ADA model in here. Just a recap from last session. Depending on the model that you use is the dimension that your vectors will have. So assuming that I choose these. For example, this one has this dimension. This is just basically the size of the vector that I will be storing. And then on the metric side, as I mentioned, there are different types of metrics that you can use in order to measure the similarity in between your vectors. So why is similarity important in here? Because when I ask a question to my chatbot, so for example, I ask, what is MLH? So the RAG system or the vector database needs to find the similarity in between my prompt and the content that is currently in the database in order to perform a result. So there are different methods for this, Euclidean, dot product, and cosine. I will leave it on cosine because it's nice. And if you want to learn more about this, you can go to the stream that I had yesterday about creating your first recommendation system, part 1, where I explain more in depth the mathematical formula for cosine similarity and how to use it, which was also pretty cool. So yes, place a name, select cosine, the ADA text embeddings, and then over here you will leave everything as it is. So serverless, AWS, the region, you will leave it this as default, and then click on create index. So it will load a moment. There it is. So if everything went on successfully, you should be seeing something quite similar with this configuration. And it should be empty, no records yet, but that's not for long because we will now be uploading our PDF over here to convert it into embeddings and use it to our towards our rack system. So let's go ahead and go to the I mean there's nothing more for you to do in here. Everything is set up correctly. We are good to go. So now I will go back to the Google Colab and let's copy paste this method. So let's copy paste this into our VS Code project on Streamlit. So over here, the first method, and I'll create a new folder that will be called algorithms. Or well, no, I will call it functions because there are functions at the end. So functions, and then I'll place rag underscore mlh.py. And then I'll copy paste the first method onto here. There it is. So this is the first method that I had on my Google Colab, the one for PDFs. So this one over here, I will copy paste that into VS Code, and I will give you a moment for you to set up your necessary things on VS Code in case you are just creating the project. Also, another thing, we need to create a folder called PDF and then upload the PDF that we want over there. So let me do that. So I'll create another folder called PDF. And then on that PDF, I will upload the MLH organizer guide that I created on Google Docs. So give me a moment. Someone is asking for the link of the stream. In the meantime, please set up your VS Code and let me know when you had copy pasted the first method from the Google Colab and also created the PDF folder on the chat, so I can know if I'm going too fast or perhaps I'm going too slow. That's also valid. I mean, that's also valid. Okay, I think we are good to go. Let's see. So I will be downloading the PDF that I mentioned earlier. So I already shared this file with you all, and I will just download this as a PDF. So let's go ahead and download this as PDF so we can upload it into our project directory. Let me just place it into probably in desktop. Yes, probably in desktop as well. Just make sure that when you actually download this file, you have to upload it on the PDF folder that it's over here, the one that's called PDF that you created. And after I do that, I will also make a commit on the repository so you can also see the changes that I've just made. So let me open my file management system so I can add the PDF over here. Sometimes this is very slow, but yes, I will just drag and drop this over here on PDF. There we go. And I will rename this because this is super long and I don't want to have a super long name file. So let's call it MLH data for the moment because it basically contains the MLH organizer guide, at least part of it, because it is not complete. I just copy pasted some of it. So now we have we have defined our folder directory correctly. I will push this into GitHub so you can all see the changes. So created. Let's see. I will also add the PDF on GitHub. I know that is not recommended, but still, I will do it so you can download it from there in case you don't have the docs link that I shared or you already lost it, so you have it as reference. So can I have so please let me know in the chat if you were already able to create this project directory and uploaded a PDF file onto the VS Code and copy pasted the first chunk of code for uploading PDF into our project directory. I will wait a few minutes to get a response until 5 people say that they already done it before I actually proceed with the next part. Let's wait a few moments. What changes did you make in the code for the rack MLH? So basically nothing. I just copy pasted exactly as it is from the Google Colab that I shared with you. And over here, when you call the function, you just need to specify the name of your folder. So the name of the folder where I am storing my PDF is called PDF. So that's why I placed like PDF over here. Okay, so someone has managed to get there. Did it also where can we view older videos or videos we might miss for the Hack Week? Yes, so you can access them on the YouTube recordings. Let me share you the link. YouTube. Oops. While we wait, I'm just waiting for four more hackers to tell me that you're already there. So here on Major League Hacking's channels, you go to live, and then in here you will be able to view all of the past sessions. Let me share with you this link as well. Should the code be read PDF? It does. Delete the slash, please. Yes, delete the slash. Just the PDF without the slash. For some reason, I'm unable to push the PDF to GitHub. That's probably because the PDF is too long. If that is happening, add the PDF into your Git ignore. I just pushed my PDF so you can all see it on the GitHub repository, but that's probably because your PDF file is too long that it is exceeding GitHub's capacity. So just add it into your Git ignore. If you don't have a Git ignore, you can create one. Create a file called .gitignore and then just copy paste the Git ignore file that I have on my GitHub repository over here. This one. So just copy paste that and add the file, which will be basically PDF, and then the name of your file over here. Thank you. Yes, no worries. Okay. Awesome. So to continue, I let me count how many people have managed. So we have let's see. Let me count them. One. We have just one. We have just one person who has managed to get into here, and we can actually run this. And when we run this, the only thing that we will be doing here is just to read the docs. So if you actually run this, it won't do anything because we are basically not doing anything right now. We are only loading the documents into the function. So let's add the second part of code that we developed on the Google Cloud blocks. So the second part will be the chunks part. So in order to actually upload and create our embeddings, we have to split and serialize the information that we are going to upload. So this is the part before we actually pass on the embeddings model. So let's go ahead and copy paste the second part of code and paste it on the VS Code. So this is the second part. And here is our function. So when we actually run this will actually output something because I am telling it to print the chunk document. And the only thing that it will do is that it will, you will see that your PDF is being parsed in different line separated values to make it in a smaller and more understandable chunks of information. Okay, we have two more people that says that they're done. Awesome. So now we already copy pasted the second chunk of code, which is basically this one over here. And then after that, I will go ahead and run this. It's actually a long time since I don't run something. naturally on my Windows computer. So let's see how it goes. Um, let's hope it doesn't lag as well. There it is. I'm seeing the output over here. Oops, so there's actually an error that I have to install PyPDF. So let's install that. And that's weird because it's not giving me any warning over here that it's not installed. So let's just go ahead and install this pip install PyPDF. And if you're not getting this error, then don't mind me. Just try to run the code and see which errors you're getting. It's probably related to packages that we have not installed yet. Oh, oh, I think my video is stopped now. Yeah, got that error. Yes, no worries. Let's try it again. And I don't know why my camera is not working, so I will refresh the stream so we can all see it. Just give me a moment. There it is. I'm back now. Let me present the screen again. There we go. Let me see. Okay, yes, so if you're getting that error, let's install it. Running pip install pypdf. So let's do that. You have installed packaging. Yep. Let's create a Python environment. Nope, I don't want to install that. Use DeepSeek God. Oh. Let's wait until this finishes loading. I think we are doing good in time. We just need to finish the rack part so we can move on to the next part of the stream. And we will also be uploading this into our Streamlit deployed instance. As for the part one of this stream, we already have a version of our Streamlit application deployed, but we will be doing it again in case you were not able to join us for the part one of the stream. So it is running the. Oh, now my internet is not very good now. Let's see. So now it actually worked. If you can see, I'm getting basically the document that I uploaded, but kind of like it is parsed. So it has like the N, which is just breaking the line, and it is just all of the content that I have on my PDF being parsed in like tiny chunks of data. Can I have a check on who managed to get this on their console working, so I can know how we are doing on this? Also, if you have any questions or you are getting errors on something, you can let me know and I will be more than happy to help you out. So we have someone that managed to do that. Nice. I think it can be better if you use Linux and delete Windows. Oh, okay, yes. Me, awesome, thank you. I get the error launching community document loaders PDF could not be resolved. Try to install Langchain community to see if that solves the error. So pip install Langchain, and yes, thank you very much for adding it into the comments. So run that command that this hacker wrote on the chat, pip install, and then langchain community. And that should get it working. Awesome. So, okay, so let's continue with the next part, which is the embeddings part. So in here, I just hard coded the OpenAI key because it's the one that I shared with you on the chat, so it doesn't matter. And when we actually pass it on the Streamlit, we will be storing this key into a secret location, so it's not actually public on your GitHub repository. So let's copy paste the third part of code and add it over here. There it is. So this is the third part for basically creating the embeddings. And to create the embeddings, we will use OpenAI. So for this part, at this point of the stream, this should output the length of the embedding model that we are used. So it should print like a single integer number, like 12, 20, or 7, depending on how long the length of your PDF. So if we run this code, I should get, and let me just comment this so I actually don't get like the whole PDF being printed again. I will see what this outputs, and it should be an integer number. So let's run that and see what happens. Is this an error? Unterminated string literal. Let's see. Probably something is copy pasted incorrectly. Let's see, embedding. I mean, I'm not getting any error over here. Documents, chunk documents. Let me try running it again. Running it again. Let's see the dimension of our embedding model so we can see it up later in Pinecone. Oh, there it is. Now it is working. It's just saying that now this OpenAI thing is deprecated, but it doesn't matter. We're still using it, and it is still working. So if you can see now, I got an 11. So this is basically the length of my embedding model. So if you are using a different PDF, you should be getting a different number. Also, if you're using a different embedding model, you should be getting a different number. So in my case, it was 11 because I'm using the ADA model that we selected on our Pinecone database. And also, I am using the OpenAI embeddings. And I am using this PDF. So this should not change. I mean, it's 11 now. So please let me know if you were able to get your integer number, which is basically the length of your chunk document embeddings. And also let me know what is the number that you got. So as well, I will give a few moments for you to finish doing this. And I already shared the OpenAI key on the chat with you. If you would like me to share it again, please feel free to tell me. Yes, 11. Okay, someone got the same, so that's completely correct. Awesome. So let's just wait until more people start trying this out. 11. Awesome. So let's wait until 2 more persons say that they got 11. Okay, another one got 11. Just waiting for one more to do the check and continue. Okay, yes, another 11. Awesome. So let's continue. Let's continue with the fourth part. So the fourth part will be to actually generate the dense vector with the metadata, because I also want to upload the text and not only the embeddings. So I actually have some context on my database. So let's copy paste this other chunk of code over here. Oh, let's see. Awesome. Um, Great. So at this point, we are not doing anything. So when we run this code, it will not output anything. I mean, you can try and print the information that it gets, but you will get tons of information. So I recommend you don't do that. Just wait for the next step. um because in here we are basically what we are basically doing is that we are combining our embeddings and we are giving it a specific id or a doc id. Then we are adding the embedding, and then we are adding a meta data tag, which will be basically the text in natural language that we can understand, as we saw earlier in the pinecone example that I presented with you earlier. So after copy pasting the hashlib code, let's go ahead and add the one below it when we actually insert it into Pinecone, so we can see how it is being uploaded into Pinecone. So before we go into this code, we have to generate our own API key, and you cannot use this one because this one is the one that I will be using. So it has to be a different one because it would not work for you, and you will just be trying to upload to my same database, which will be basically a mess. What does this code snippet do? So if you mean this one, let me break it down to you in simpler terms. So kind of like the most important thing that you need to understand is this part over here. So if you're seeing this is basically a dictionary. What I am doing is that I am creating a doc ID, which will be a specific identifier for my embedding or my set of embeddings. Then I am adding the values, which are the embeddings that I generated on the previous code. So these ones. So the embeddings that I generated over here, I will be passing them on over this dictionary over here as values. And then finally, I will be adding the metadata with the doc text, and the doc text is nothing more than the natural language sort of thing. And if you would like to see it in a more visual form, let me actually show you how does that looks like. So that looks like just like this. So if you can see here, we have our ID. So this is the ID that you are seeing on the code, and this is the metadata, which is the text that we are obtaining. And then the embedding, well, it's just the embedding value over here, and you can actually update this. And these are the values, which are the embeddings, which are the numbers that range from -1 to 1. And if you can see, these are the same how do I say, the same fields that are over here in our data dictionary. Yes, no worries. We're here to help as well. Okay. So before we actually go into this chunk of code and we add it into our VS Code, we need to get our Pinecone API key. So to do that, let's go back to Pinecone, and on your interface, you will click on API keys, and then just create a new one. I mean, I already have my API created, my API key created, but feel free to create a new one and copy paste it somewhere safe so we can use it in our code in a second. So I will give you a moment to generate the API key, and I'll wait for you to do that. Let's see. Once you generated your Pinecone API key, well, just copy paste it on the code, and I will actually add the Pinecone code into our VS Code. So let me go ahead and copy paste that below. And you should paste your Pinecone key over here. And in case you don't have Pinecone installed, as for my case, Pinecone, you have to install it running pip install Pinecone. Let's just give it a moment. So please let me know when you were able to get your API key for Pinecone and copy pasted the Pinecone chunk of code into your VS Code. Please let me know on the chat. I will wait for you until I get 4 hackers that say yes. In the meantime, we'll just wait. Now I already installed Pinecone successfully. Let's see. I'll wait a few more minutes. How are we doing on time? 6:03. Okay. Yes, Dawn. Awesome. And thank you very much. Got it. Oh, this is last. So we just have one person who says yes, Dawn. So I'll just wait for more hackers to say that they already completed that. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so 3 hackers. We need one more hacker to say that they already completed this. Because now we will actually be running this and we will be getting the embedding. So this is actually important step, because right now we will actually verify that our code is working correctly, because when we hit on run, this data will be actually uploaded into our Pinecone database. So let me just everything is good. Yes, everything looks good. Just to recap, what are all the chunks of code we copied over from Google Colab? Okay, yes. So I gave a brief explanation over this and how it relates to this diagram over here. Wait a second. Oh, okay. There was a lot of light and my eyes were like, yeah. So it's basically we are following this structure, and we are we are following this structure on the presentation that I prepared for you. So brief recap. So firstly, we are uploading our PDF, right? We are reading from our PDF directory. Then after that, we are dividing our PDF into small chunks of data. After that, we are generating our embeddings using OpenAI. After that, we are generating the metadata to upload and prepare before we upload to Pinecone. Then we upload to Pinecone, which is what we are doing right now. So we can see our PDF being converted into embeddings over here in our index search that we created. And finally, which are the steps that we have not made, which are the ones that go along, it is to query now our database to obtain the question that it's related to the PDF that we uploaded. I don't know if it's a little bit more clear, or you would like me to explain a little bit more. I will be very happy to do so. Okay, awesome. And just as a recap, we are doing a RAG system. So that's how it's called. So this is basically a RAG system. So we are creating a RAG system. And instead of using Elasticsearch database, we are using Pinecone database. Awesome. So let's go ahead and run the code. And if everything went on correctly, oh, now I realized I made a mistake. Let me abort this. I want to cancel this. Okay, well, yes, because I forgot to mention that we have to change the index name over here. So if we go back to Pinecone, you should have your Pinecone index over here. So copy paste the name of your Pinecone index. It can be something different depending on the name that you that you specified. So make sure to go back to your pinecone and retrieve the name of your index as you mentioned over there. And I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background. She has to be inside the house because she just received some medication, so she cannot be outside playing. Yes, and my other dog is still oh no, she woke up. She just woke up. Yes. So please add your index name from Pinecone over here. In my case, this is the name of my index, but for your case, it can be something different depending on how you name it. That's perfect. Awesome. Pinecone is really nice. Yes, I actually love Pinecone very much, and it just specifically focuses on AI. That's what I love the most. Um, Okay, so after doing these, by adding my own API key and my own index, then when I run it, I will be able to upload my PDF as embeddings on my Pinecone database. So let's just give it a moment. It would actually take a while, so let's just see. So I got 11. Let's just wait for this to finish. There it is. So now it's done. And now if I go back to my Pinecone database, you can see that now it has information. It was empty just like a seconds ago, and now it has information. So now we can see all of the different embeddings and the different chunks of data that we basically divided over here. Create an empowering environment where hackers of all skills levels can create amazing things. Yes, so please let me know if you were able to upload your vector embeddings into Pinecone. I will wait for 5 hackers this time to tell me that they have managed to upload their information to Pinecone, so we can actually move on to the second part where we will be testing our RAG and querying and making questions to see how it actually works. Oh my god, time is flying super fast. Probably we won't have enough time to do the moon dream part. But I will do my best. I will do my best so you don't feel like that we didn't got there. So I have a yes. Done. Awesome. So I'm just waiting for 3 more hackers to tell me that they can see their Pinecone embeddings on their database. Oh, my dog just woke up. Chispita. Ven. Oh, she's coming, but she's very sleepy. Ah, ven. Ven acá, sube. She's very heavy, but here she is. Ah, uh, she's like a real life blushy, but she just I don't like it when she licks my face. Say hi to everyone, Chispita. Oh well. When it was colder in here, I actually liked her to be like on my lap when I was streaming. But now we are in at like 26 degrees Celsius. So that's super hot. So now she's just sleeping on my lap, and I don't want her to go down because she looks very cute. But she has to go down because we have to continue with the stream. We have 1, 2. We just have 2 yes. Come on, I need more people that actually managed to run their Pinecone databases. And if something's she popped. That's weird. And if you are getting any error or something, please let me know on the chat as well. I mean, this is time for me to help you in case you're stuck somewhere. Don't be shy. Just leave it on the chat, and I will be very glad to help you as well as the community. At least not chocolate with pizza. Again with that, yes. Yes, she is super cute, and she's now like right below me. I think she wants to go up again, but no, we have to continue. I love Jocelyn's dog. Yes, she is. She's very lovely, and also she's very quiet. She doesn't bark much. She just barks when like she feels like insecure. Don, I'm slow. Would I check if everything works by running Streamlit run home pie? No, no. We are not there yet. So right now, if you just want to see if the code that we were just creating is working, which actually let me upload this into GitHub first part of Brag. So if you actually want to check if it is working, you should be seeing the information on your Pinecone database. Great. So we have another done, and yes, awesome. I don't know what's Dulux's advertisement. Oh, okay, yes. First, let us store the keys on the. Yes, let us store the keys before I actually make the commit. So undo last commit, and then let's undo this. Awesome. So let's add this into Streamlit secrets. First, let's import Streamlit. So let's actually follow along with this because this is important. This is kind of like a side quest. So let's import Streamlit as a C, and then let's search for our secrets. There you go. So this is our first secret. So let me just create a new variable called open API key will be equal st.secrets. And then the secrets will be basically, I will call this the same. So open API key. And now let's just copy paste this one. Whoops. I don't like the shortcuts for Windows a lot. So just like this line, replace your OpenAI key. And then on your secrets file, we already have the key over here. So open API key. In case you were following on the first stream, in case you don't, well, just copy paste the key on the secrets.toml file. And then let's also do it for the Pinecone secret. So here's my Pinecone API key. So let's just create that to make it a secret. So st.secrets. And then let's add Pinecone API key. And let me bring this API key into my secrets file. So just like this over here. Oh, I want to move my share, but she's just below and I don't want to press her. There we go. So the two changes that I made is convert this into a secret, into a Streamlit secret. So I actually don't leak my key on the GitHub page. Awesome. And let me copy paste the Pinecone key on my secrets file. There we go. And now I can actually upload this into GitHub. Let's just give it a moment. Awesome. There it is. So now you will be able to see the code from the RAG over here. So to wrap up the RAG, let's actually test it out and see how it works. So moving on to the other functions that we had on the Google Colab, let's create our query. So let's copy paste this and add it over here. So for this is super short. I'm just basically querying this. So it shouldn't be harder than that. And I actually, oh no, we are good. Awesome. So you can add the prompt that you want in here. In my case, I will leave it the same. What is MLH? And we will change it later to see how it varies. So let's go ahead and add this other chunk of code, which is this one over here. And then let's also add this one over here. So the two of them, let's add them. So at this point, I'm actually querying my database, and over here on the answers, I will get chunks of data that are related to this prompt on what is MLH. And if you would like to see it in a more complex way, this prompt is basically converted into an embedding, which is a number, and then that number is then passed on into my vector database, which is in Pinecone. And then in Pinecone, I will be basically using the cosine similarity formula to match out which other responses that are currently in my database are similar to this number, which is what is MLH. So if I actually run this, and before you run the code, please make sure to comment the method where you upload your PDF, because then you will just upload it again, and we don't want to do that. So please comment this line of code that it's called observed data to Pinecone. So comment that so you don't actually upload your whole PDF again. And let's run it to see what the answers to what is MLH are. So right now, we will not get like concrete answers. We will just get chunks from the document that are related to that question. And you will see what I mean by this when you actually observe it over here. So let's just give it a moment for it to load. There it is. So now I actually got my answers, and I got 6 matches, and I actually get the score for each of them. So this is my first answer that says creating an empowering environment where hackers of all skill levels can create amazing things. And then I have another one over here. MLH community believes that every student on the planet should have access to high quality events where they can learn, build, and share their creations. So these are the matches that Pinecone is telling me that respond the best to what is MLH. And now I will pass on these matches into an LLM so I can get a more crafted response and nice response that, will be more beneficial for the user, which is actually the last part of my RAG. So at this point, we obtain this. So we basically obtain the similar passages, which are the answers from my vector database. And now I'm going to pass on these answers into a prompt using an LLM to provide a nice output to my question on what is MLH. So let's go ahead and use the last chunk of code over here. And let's copy paste this last one. Interesting, I got different match scores. Yeah, I mean that's the point of it. It happens. That should be a thing. It doesn't matter. You are good. I'm having problems with the secrets. I think it doesn't retrieve it correctly. Can you let me know which error you're getting? And let me just, I'll copy paste the last section and also share with you how you should write it. So it should be written like this. Let me pass on the one from OpenAI as well. This is how you should have your secrets on the Python file. There we go. Oh my. Okay. So for the last step over here, let me actually delete this key because we now have it on our secrets file. So let's just call that again. Uh, are the uppercase necessary or they don't affect? No, they're not necessary, but just make sure that if you are writing them with lowercase, then make sure that on your secrets file it is also with lowercase. And if you're still getting the error, make sure that you create the .streamlit folder and then inside the secrets.toml file. Awesome. So where were we? Over here. So now I already converted this into my secrets key. And what it is important to understand from here, it's this that I am basically passing on the text content. And the text content, if you can see over here, it's my filter array or JSON. I mean, it's a JSON. It is not an array. I'm so sorry for mentioning array. We are filtering our JSON over here from the matches. So we are basically passing all of this information over here into our content for the LLM. And we are also passing in the prompt. So the prompt in this case, it's what is MLH? And I am telling my LLM with the given context, provide a better answer to the question. There it is. So let's try to run this and see what my LLM tells me on what is MLH. And also, please let me know if if you're having any issues or if you already managed to run this at this point. I will give you a few moments to run this as well. Oop, there we go. Now our response is being crafted. Nice. Here is our response. So, Major League Hacking MLH is an organization dedicated to empowering students by providing them to access to high quality hackathons. And then we can see that this is actually more specific as if I would just ask ChatGPT what MLH is. And let's actually test this out. Let me use a different prompt. Let me ask what is cup stacking to see if I get a more specific response on what is cup stacking in MLH. I mean, hopefully it will work. Let's see. What is cup stacking? Can I get a hacker check on whether you were able to generate your own LLM response to your prompt? And I will see the chat for who already managed to get up to here, because this is basically the end of our RAG creation. What goes next is that we will be passing these functions into a Streamlit dashboard. Awesome. So I have 3 yeses over here. Great. Let me wait for 2 more yeses. Okay. Awesome. 1 more yes, and we will be good to go. So let's see. I don't like this answer very much. Cup stacking, also known as a sport stacking or speed stacking, is a physical activity where participants stack. I don't like this answer. I mean, it's not very MLH related if you would like to see it like that. Let's see if we are doing something wrong or if it is just the LLM hallucinating. I don't know. Content. What if I passed on? Okay, still having problems with the secrets. Can I know which exact problem you are having with the secrets file so we can help that? Which other LLM will give good answers other than OpenAI? Bert, you can try DeepSeek. Someone mentioned on the at the beginning. Well, not at the beginning, but at the middle of the stream. Gemini, yes, you can also try Gemini. And plus on Gemini, Gemini is free, so you don't need money to generate your API key. File not found, error, no secrets found. Okay, have you created these files? This file that it's called secrets.toml inside that .streamlit folder. Let's see. Yes, so you were able to create the folder. Okay, and then terminal, on the terminal, when you are seeing the file path, those it direct to your, your direct file name over here as the one that it. I mean, this matches this same file directory, just to be sure. They don't necessarily need to be uppercase, but they are constant, so we uppercase them. Oh, yes, that's a nice response. Is why the uppercase. I mean, they're not needed. They're just for having a nice follow coding standards as well. Okay, so I think we are ready to start moving our RAG into our Streamlit application. Yes, I don't know what is wrong. No worries. If you are having issues, you can text me on Discord after the stream and send me a capture on your VS Code so I can help you debug as well. I mean, if you would like me to help after the stream, I will be very very happy to do so. Awesome. So let's continue with our interface creation. So let's see. Let's go to pages. So in the pages folder, and we're going to create a new file that will be called. I will add an B emoji. And I will call this, let me see, so chat and then rag.py. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't have to be necessarily this. Don't worry. I guess the problem is also a secret. Yes, that is also true. But I'll see myself out. Yes, of course. No worries. And now my other dog is barking. No, Rin. I think she wants to go out. Give me a tip of your AI learning secrets. AI learning secrets. Honestly, I don't know. I, I think I'm just very into reading like articles online about AI because I have not done anything different. Honestly, just reading online articles and practicing a lot. Also, these streams help me a lot to practice as well. Secret one, learn AI. No need to thank me. Oh, well. Okay, so let's start by importing Streamlit. So import Streamlit as st, and then let's actually import all of the methods that we created from the rack. So to do that, let's do from functions slash no, it's not a slash, from functions dot rag mlh. I want to import, and then all of the methods that I created. So the methods that we created, the first one is called read doc. So let's go ahead and import read doc. Then we also, oh, you know what? Let me just split my screen so I can see them both. There it is. So chunk text for list. Chunk text for list. Then I also have generate embeddings. And then I also have generate. No, this is actually inside. Generate embeddings. Generate short ID. Generate short ID. And then I also have combine vector and text. What else? Then I also have observe data to pinecone and get query embeddings. And the last one, well, not the last one, query pinecone index. Oh, there's a lot of methods. I think we can simplify them in a second as well. So we just call one instead of calling all of them. And then generate answer, which is the most important one. Awesome. So now we have all of our methods over there. I have such a bad headache. I don't know why. Probably because you've been staring at the screen for a long while now. I mean, it happens to me when I do many streams. I mean, right now I'm kind of chill because I actually had a 2 hour break between the first one and the second one. But there was one time when I had like two streams right next to each other, and that was my choice again. It was not MLH's choice, it was my choice. So I decided that. And I was like 4 hours on the same stream, and I was feeling kind of lost at the end. But I mean, we made it through. We all made it through. My 17 hours of screen time average might agree with you. Yes, 14, no, 17 hours are actually a lot. Yes, they're a lot. Okay, so now that we imported all of the methods that we needed for the rack over here for our Streamlit, let's actually start designing the Streamlit interface. So let's add a title. Let's call it Chatbot. And then let's just add a divider over here. And probably another image. Well, no, not an image. Perhaps not an image. Let's just go straight forward and add a text box. XST dot. Well, no. Let's set a button. An if case. So an if case, and when we press this button, but no, a button. I'm sorry. When we press the button that says read dog and chunk my files, then this button will actually execute the read dog, and I will copy paste what's on the other one as well, chunk text for lists. So let's go back and add the parameters in here. So for the read dog, it was a PDF, right? So PDF, yes. And then for the chunk part, it was docs full document. So let's go ahead and call this. So let's copy paste this over here. Full document, read doc, and then I'm also adding this over here, chunk document. There we go. And what else can I do? I will also generate embeddings now that we are onto it. Let's see. So generate embeddings. You know what? I'll just do everything with this button. So we don't have to be clicking like a lot of buttons. So let's just see, do embeddings. In Pinecone. And now I'm doing all of this. Let's generate the short ID and the vector thing. Let's just copy paste that as well. Let's see. So this one. There we go. I think then the generate short of ID is not necessary after all. Combine vector. Yes, the generate short ID is not necessary after all. And then finally, this one, the absurd one. So let's add this one for absurding the data, and let's delete this one from here. And after that, what's next? Get query embeddings, and this I will actually divide it into another method. So once I perform all of this, which is just basically upload embeddings and process in Pinecone, if that is successful, then I will return an ST success alert that will be said data has been uploaded as embeddings correctly to Pinecone. And then if that is not successful, then I'll return an alert that ST success. I actually missed a C over here. So please click on the button to start processing. There we go. Then after this, I will add now. What can we do next? I mean, probably the query embeddings. So I will need the prompt. So let me fetch the second part, which is this. So I have to specify the prompt. So to specify the prompt, I will let the user do that. So st.text input, and then I will write like prompt. Well, no, type in your prompt better. There we go. And then I'll add another button. And then I'll click on here, get query embeddings. And then after that, now I'll just indent this over here for my query embeddings, and I'll just do the missing part of the rack, but I'm already passing in the prompt that I asked the user. So let's go back. What else are we missing? The answers. That's so true. Answers. So let's get the answers, and let's actually print the answers to the users. So st dot write, and then answers. There we go. And then if that is successful, then I'll display a success message. Actually, I'll do this before the st.write. So st.success, and then answers fetched successfully. There we go. And in case there's an error, I'll do the same. Oh, this is actually a warning. So this is warning. And then I'll just copy paste this over here because I already did that. And then please click on the button to get there it is. Let's see how this looks like. As for the styling, because I'm just coding, but I don't know how this looks like. So let's just run this code, and let me just also push this into GitHub so you can see. So you can see actually the code in case you just want to watch it on my GitHub repository. Just give it a moment. Awesome. And now let's run the application. Running Streamlit. Run home.py. Oh, is it called home.py? Yes, home.py. Awesome. Let's see. Chat rack. It's taking a while to load. Wait. Huh. Oh, it's processing. Should be loaded now. Boop, almost there. There we go. So right now, if I click on this, it shouldn't give me. Probably it should give me something. Let's see. Non-type object is not callable. Yeah, let's finish the code so we can actually get an answer to this. Just checking if this error is normal. Non-type object is not callable. If not, we will debug later. Let's just finish with the LLM part. So after getting the answers, the only thing that we are missing is the generate answer method. So let's just do this, generate answer, and print the actual answer. So we're here, generate answer, and this is, let's call this response, and then let's just print the response. Great. Awesome. So let's try this again, and let me reload this. And hopefully everything should be working. And if we get errors, we will try to debug as well. Just give it a moment for it to load. Okay, let's click on this. And let's hope we get the success message. Awesome. So data has been uploaded, some embeddings correctly to Pinecone. Great. And then after that, let's type our prompt. What is MLH? And let's get query embeddings and answer. And I'm getting none. Oh, that's so sad. What do you mean answers fetched successfully if I'm literally not getting anything? Let's see. Okay, query embeddings, prompt. Here's the prompt. Answers, query embeddings, and where are my query embeddings? Where are my query embeddings? That's a good question. Query embeddings are over here. Response, generate answer, answers, and then that's weird because in the terminal it actually gave me something. Oh, this is so weird. Generate answer not returning but printing. Yes, that is so true, but that is also weird because I am right. I am. Oh, now I get what you're saying. Yes, that's so true. Let's actually add this st.write on the generate answer. Thank you for helping me debug. So instead of doing this, of printing this, let's add the st.write. There we go. So that should fix the issue. Yes, because you are totally right. I mean, I'm getting it correct on the terminal, but it is not being, it's not getting anything because I'm just returning information, but I'm not printing anything. So thank you for noting that as well. So let's try it again, and hopefully we will get it running now with an actual answer. Wait. But then that's also making me think about another possible error. Mm, let's see. I think we should be good. Yes. I think this was the only thing that we had to fix. But let's hope that's it. Oh. Um, let's see if we just type in directly our prompt here. Because probably then I just have to click on this because I'm getting the same cup stacking, and that's because I'm passing on the prompt over here. So let me fix that. To where is it? Where is it? Oh, this is not a method. Let's convert this into no, yes, it is a method. Answers, and I'm just passing on this prompt, but this prompt is also over here, so let me delete this and also these as well, also this as well. What else? Someone mentioned line 1 2 3. Oh yes, already deleted that. I think I have more over here, also here. Awesome. Yes, this we don't need it anymore. Also this. I can also delete this as well. Now I'm getting some warnings. Oh yes, of the chunked document. But I'm actually passing on this, so let's I'm thinking. I'm trying to delete this as well. What else do we need to delete? Oh, the prompt. Let's pass this on as well in here. Prompt and also the text content. We also need to pass on the text content as well. Prompt and text. Oh no, the text content is generated from answers, but then answers. Let's try it on like that, and then let's just add on the generate answers. Let's just pass on the prompt as well. Do I have a prompt? Yes, I have a prompt. Okay, let's try it like that to see how it works. And let me refresh this again. Probably the best step would have been like integrated alongside the methods, so because now we have like a lot of methods to debug from. But let's try it like that. Oh my god, it's 6:52. I have to hurry up. Let's hope we can get this running. And either way, when I am updating the GitHub repository, you should be seeing that on the domain that it is on the GitHub. What is MLH? Let's see. Oh, there it is. So Major League Hacking is an organization dedicated to promoting blah blah blah. Oh, and then I'll just delete this last st.write response so I don't get the non part. But yes, I mean it's working now. Honestly, it could be improved, making this interface much better because it's it can do better. I'm pretty sure I can do better on the Streamlit side. But that's just because we focus all of our time on the rack part. But well, in the minutes that I have left, I would let the chat open in case you have questions or comments or general recommendations for the stream while I upload this to GitHub and also add the missing dependencies into our requirements file. So we actually get to deploy this on the page that I mentioned on Streamlit Cloud. But yes, feel free to drop any comments on the chat while I'm working on this. We need launching community. Oh, that's all we need? Really? I don't think that's all we need. There's more methods in here. Let's see. What else? Langchain, hashlib as well. So let's import Langchain and oh no, just Langchain and also hashlib. What else? Pinecone, that's also important. And finally, I think OpenAI, we already have it, so we should be good on that side. And that's it. Awesome. So let me post this. So added requirements missing. And let's see our deployment that we did on the first part of the stream and see if everything is compiling correctly on that side. And I will go through the process again in case you want to deploy your own application from your GitHub repository as well. So let's go to Streamlit Cloud. Streamlit Cloud. Sign in. Oh, where? And let me search for my application. I mean, in your case, if you're trying to deploy, you just have to click on create app and then deploy a public app from GitHub. And all you have to do is copy paste the link to your repository in here and then select the main path file and then just customize your domain name over here. It can be any name that is currently free. And to add your secrets, you just click on advanced settings. And then in here, you copy paste your secrets file. And in this case, your secrets file will be this. And just click on save. In my case, we already deployed an application on the first part of the stream. So let me just search for it. Where is it? There it is, Rack Chatbot, and I'm actually getting an error. So let's try to fix that. Error installing requirements. So let's see, manage app. Ooh, what's the error? Install a return a non-zero exit code. Let's see. Ignore the following. Ooh, no model name Langchain community. So let's add this. Oh, probably this doesn't exist. Yep, just Langchain. And to make my Streamlit kind of like refresh itself, like redeploy, all I have to do is commit to my GitHub repository again. So fixed requirement. And then if I just like commit again, you would see that in the Streamlit cloud, it is kind of like redeploying again. Just give it a moment, and there it is. Hmm. It's taking a while. Now let's see how this updates itself. Oh, there's also OpenAI, Langchain. Could not find a version that satisfied the requirement hash sleep. Oh, probably hash sleep. I don't have to include it. So let's delete the hash sleep one. And then again, I have to commit. Again, fixed requirement. Come on, we're almost done. Almost done. And I'm really sorry we couldn't get to the part of the moon dream. I mean, that was kind of like something extra to add. But I would definitely use moon dream on another stream. Not in this AI ML week, but I promise you it will be on another stream where we will be using moon dream, because it's honestly it's a super cool library. So I really hope we can all get to use it as well. Welcome to my first AI chatbot. So now it is working. I love this. This is it makes me happy. Then we have the simple chat over here. And Jocelyn, is it super late for you? Honestly, no. It's 7 p.m. I have done streams at like 1 a.m. So I'm super chill right now. But thank you for asking. So I'm getting an error. Let's see what's the error. Oh, no model name Langshin community. I mean, I know there's no model name Langshin community, but I tried. Oh, now I see where it comes from. It's this weird import thing. Langshin community. Let's see and include the right name. Python. Looking forward for the Moondream feed. Yes, honestly, I am as well. I mean, I promise you I won't use a Streamlit with Moondream until I do it with you on live stream, so you can see like my live reaction to it. Oh, now I see. It was Langshin slash dash community. I think I did it with an underscore. Um, there we go. Let me just check if there's not another stream after mine here. So let's see. Oh no, it's until 1 hour. I was worried because this is actually a partner stream, so I don't want to be um kind of like um interrupting their time as well. And I mean, the stream that goes next after mine in like about 1 hour, it's actually super interesting because you will also use RAG. So now when you enter this stream, you will be like a super pro and you will understand everything that they talk about. So yes, they will also you will learn in here how to use a RAG system using Octa FGA and also Llama Index. So that's also super cool. I mean, honestly, I think I'm going to join as well. It looks helpful. Wait, the Octa stream? Yes, yes. You will learn how to build a RAG application as well. So now you will have kind of like the concepts that you learn from my slides presentation, and you will be like super pro when you get there. So yes, I mean that was unexpected. Okay, let's see if the Streamlit is working now. Oh, let me reload this. And actually, I can share this link with you as well. So let me share the application with you so you can see it as well. Oh, now it's the pinecone thing. Oh, okay. So this is something that we know how to fix. So that's because I didn't updated the secrets file. So let's just go over here on settings, and let's on the secrets, let's add the pinecone part that I was missing. So secrets, and then the pinecone one, let me add it. There it is. Now it's working. Awesome. So now you can enter these and also test it out for yourself. Or if you were able to actually deploy the application, feel free to share it on the chat. What else was I going to mention? Oh, yes. So this project that we built today, you can add that to Global Hack Week challenges. So on the challenges section of Global Hack Week, you can upload your repository in this one that says create your own AI chatbot. In there, you can upload the Streamlit application that we built and also your GitHub repository. You just have to, join Hackathon and then create the project that you basically built during this stream. So yes, that is part of a challenge. What we built today. Can you share the hackathon link? Yes, of course. Let me share this one directly. And also the challenges, you can find them over here. Nice. So as wrapping up, let me also share with you the docs for Moondream. So for the Moondream part, I know we didn't have a chance to actually test it out, but I promise you, probably not on the next Global Hack Week, because the next Global Hack Week is about cloud. I will try to add something related to cloud into these Moondream things, so you can have a stream dedicated to using Moondream. And also, you have any recommendations of libraries or things that you would like me to test it out, you can always let me know on the Discord, and I will do my best to create, these workshops for you on upcoming Global Hack Weeks. And also, if you don't mind, can you tell how to deploy? Yes, so to deploy your Streamlit application, you need to have your own GitHub repository with the Streamlit application. So basically, what we just built over here, then you're going to head over into this link. Let me share that with you. So you're going to head over into this link, and then you're going to log in or create your new account. After that, you will click on Create App and deploy a public app from GitHub. And then in here, you will paste the link for your GitHub repository, and then just fill out the different fields. And then on advanced settings over here, you're going to paste the secrets file with your OpenAI key and your Pinecone key. And then click on Save, and finally click on Deploy. And that's all. It's super quick. Wait, Moondream looks so cool. It is so cool. I mean, I've used this. I'm telling you, I use this in my robotics team, and it's super cool. I mean, you can do so many things. Like, for example, if you upload an image and you just query the image, it gives you like the bounding box of what you want to obtain. Like, for example, if I do where is the avocado, and it will give me a bounding box on the avocado. And it can also generate captions from images, like kind of like detailed descriptions of an image. It also detects objects, so you can ask like, oh, like detect animals or detect drones, and it will give you the bounding boxes for the drones. And then you can also point into specific parts of an image, Like for example, in here the prompt is sign in with the Apple button, and it will give you the point where the Apple button is located on the screen. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I'll share this link on the chat in case you are interested in it. Um, yes, thank you so much. No worries. Hi, I joined a bit late, but where can we find the slides for today's presentation, please? No worries. So on this GitHub repository, you will be able to find the slides on the README section. They are over here where it says the slides. And then after the streams, I will upload the part 1 and part 2 of the YouTube recordings over here as well. Is it using CV2 under the hood? Honestly, I'm not sure. But it's very complex. Like they have their own models, and they're also open source, I believe. So you can also contribute to their project, and it has improved massively. Like I'm telling you, like a few months they didn't even have like all of these functions. It was only like it was completely different. So it's progressing, and I'm pretty sure it will be it will be great in the future. I know it looks like Moondream paid me to make this unpaid promotion, but no, honestly, I'm just a fan of the open source community, and this is a really cool uh, GitHub project that you can check out as well. But yes, if there are not any more questions, I think then we are super ready to wrap up. So you can chill a bit before the Okta stream, where you will also be doing a RAG application apparently. So I'm really hoping you do great on that other stream. If you have any questions or more comments, you can leave them right now on the chat, or you can also ping me on Discord. I always check my Discord, so I will be answering to you very happily. What else? Also, don't forget to check in on the stream. I think I already shared with you the link. If not, I will share it again. So I make sure you get your points for today's stream. And honestly, that will be all. I think this is my last stream for Global Hack Week. Not very sure. But yes, in case I don't have another stream, then I will see you on the next Global Hack Week. Have fun on the rest of this weekend. Apply to a lot of cool challenges, attend plenty of live streams. And yes, also rest and sleep. Focus on school as well if you're in school or perhaps work. There's also priorities in life. But well, bye. It was my pleasure to have you all today. See you. Bye.